Here's another little homesteading on the cheap. I get a lot of well, I don't get them, I get them given to me, the cardboard egg cartons. And I like them for several reasons, but one of the reasons is I use them to make homemade fire starters. And what I do is I save my lint, and whenever I get enough lint, then I just stuff them into the little cartons, as you see in here, into each individual one. And then when we cut wood, we get a lot of the little wood shavings, and I'll put those on top of each one because it makes it catch fire real nice. And I'll just do that with each one. And while I'm doing this, the part over there stuffing the little egg cartons, I have candle wax melting in a makeshift double boiler. It's just a little pot with a stainless steel bowl over it that I use. And these are candle ends. They get down to, you know, where you don't really want to use them too much because they're down to the ends, and I don't like to waste them. So I melt them down, and I use them to pour over my little fire starters here. And it's very convenient, these little egg shapes, because what I do is I break them off then. You can break them off or cut them up on individual little pieces. So each one of these little egg holder sections will actually become a single fire starter. So it's a good way to use what would otherwise just be wasted. Okay, so once I have all of the wood shavings and such inside the little egg cartons, then I'd simply take the wax, and I'm going to do this carton first. Take the wax and I pour it over. You don't need to like fill up the whole cup or anything. Usually just getting the top works good. But this is a really good way to use up little candle ends and lint.
Wow, good job, Mom.
Okay, so then just need to let it dry. And let's see if I can, that's what they'll look like, okay? So just let them dry, and then you'll be able to use them for fire starters. Hope that helps somebody. If you happen to use the scented candles, the end of the scented candles, when you pour them over, it really makes for a really nice smelling fire starter, because it's going to burn for a little bit in the fireplace or wood stove. But these are great, and you don't have to worry about, you know, a lot of junk, because they're very small, and they'll burn usually long enough to get, you know, your fire started. So don't have to use a fire starter all the time, but you know, we all have those times when getting that fire started in the fireplace for some reason just seems to be giving you a hard time. And that's the times when it's nice to have these. And I just put them in a bucket with some other things, other fire starters and matches and stuff like that.